if you're an agency owner and you're still struggling to get past like 50K a month, or you just don't know what kind of outreach method you need to do even in the beginning, this video is going to be for you. If you don't know me, my name is Derek Rodriguez, and I own a 6-figure done-for-you agency and a consulting agency. And I've handled millions of ad spend across my own agencies, but also my own clients, multi-million-dollar businesses I've had to handle in e-commerce. And I've been in the trenches doing cold calls and sending like 10,000 cold emails every single day. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the outreach methods I've ever done and showing you exactly which ones you guys should be doing, considering your stage, and how to get clients in as fast as possible. I've helped scale clients up to 100K per month, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what outreach methods we use for that. And I mean, instead of me just yapping, let me just show you guys how we're going to be getting going on this. So number one, let me just explain some of these down here. There's going to be a mix of organic, paid, and cold. So if you see LinkedIn ads, that's going to be like a paid outreach method, but you're also going to see LinkedIn right here, which is going to be like LinkedIn DMing, and same for everything else here. So let me kind of walk you guys through what I think real quick on Spotify. Honestly, like when I say Spotify, I mean that as podcast. It's a waste of time. It really is a waste of time. If you guys are trying to get clients from Spotify, it's not going to be good. Now, Spotify and having like a podcast to nurture your clients, oh dude, that's probably like a AS tier or something. But this is a client acquisition tier list. So in terms of client acquisition, Spotify, trash. Let's get that out of the way. Now we're going to do a big gimme right here that everyone should be expecting in S tier. That's obviously going to be meta ads. Now there's going to be another S tier up here, which I know you guys aren't going to be expecting. Maybe some of you guys do, but lots of you guys are not capitalizing on it, but we'll get to that. Right now, let's talk about meta. Meta is so good, regardless if you're 0K a month or 100K a month at getting more clients through the door. Meta has so many capabilities on retargeting campaign, lookalike audience campaigns. Meta's targeting, their AI algorithm is phenomenal. And you don't have to make good ads. Like, you don't need to make highly edited, like professional video content. It could be like a shitty looking Canva ad with like a black background, and that will collect like 20K within the first month. It's insane how easy it is to actually make it work, assuming you know how to do the targeting and everything. Now, here's another one right here. Pinterest ads. Yeah, I tried Pinterest ads. Like, I tried everything here, and Pinterest ads did not go. Because your target audience is not on Pinterest, right? Number one. Maybe it is. It's super niche dependent, but even if it is, like your target audience and your ICP are on Pinterest, the targeting and everything that Pinterest has is not good. And it's just not the best route compared to Meta. Even if, like, say the best targeting you can get on Pinterest would probably be some like Visco girl dress. You're trying to get like a dress fashion agency or something, or a business from there. You're going to get better targeting on Meta. Point simple. So let's get into cold outreach real quick. I think a big, good cold outreach method that a lot of people are underutilizing, like an insane amount of people are underutilizing, it's not cold email. It's not that. You guys aren't using cold SMS. You're not. You guys could just go to like D7, Apollo. If you have like a lead list from like ads that you've produced and you know acquired some leads, put them in like a 3-step SMS system or something. You know, send like 1,000 SMSs a day with like a huge list. You guys are going to be getting clients from that. People look at their phones all the time. Like the open rate on SMS compared to cold email. Like cold email, you're chilling if you have like a 50% open rate. SMS, you're like always over 90, assuming the phone numbers are accurate. Now email, I'm also going to put on A tier. Like there's a reason why a lot of people still do cold email. Now Google's like starting to crack down on it, making things a little bit harder, adding more regulations, getting through like spam and everything. So it makes it a little bit tougher to set up, but the results are still there. At the end of the day, you can still scale that super high. There was a point in time where I was using it instantly, and I was sending like 10,000 cold emails every single day to CEOs and decision makers. And that's what got us an amazing amount of clients in the very beginning. Now, we switched over to Meta ever since then, never looked back. But besides that, that was like a good core memory I had back then using Lemlist and instantly. Now, next on the list is going to be Google Ads. And when I say Google Ads, I'm not talking about YouTube ads yet or anything. Like, let's just talk about like Google Ads, PMax campaigns. In terms of like an agency, you don't really need it. Like, you're not trying to rank high in search terms. It's not ideal. Like, yeah, you could get high rankings and everything. You could put yourself on top of sponsor. People search up agencies, but people don't buy based off like a website. People will rather buy going through like an ad where they see you, they see the video, they see your offer, and they like get nurtured and everything through that. When it comes to Google Ads, you would, yes, get results, but the targeting's better on Meta. It's a lot cheaper on Meta. And you get a lot more flexibility, like lead form, you get, like, there's so much more. Like, Meta is just S tier. Google Ads specifically for agency client acquisition is going to be a C tier. Now, if we're talking about e-commerce, like, bro, that's an S tier. Now, some of you guys actually come onto these calls and tell me that you've been getting clients through Upwork and you've been doing that for like 6 months. You got to stop. Like, Upwork is not where you want to be getting clients from. These guys are, number one, hard to find with who actually have money, because lots of these guys are like young kids trying to contract someone out for like $5 an hour, and they have like no market budget on their posts or whatever. And you're competing against bots on there, like just top rated kinds of dudes. And it's a race to the bottom, because if you do get someone, they're comparing you with like five other guys, if not 10 other guys. And every single one of them are just going to be lower and lower and lower. And ultimately, you know, your $2,000 retainer service now is like $1,000, and you have to haggle all of that. And now you're part of like a little escrow company, and then it's not a good way to be getting clients consistently at all. Now, would I use it as like a hiring place? Yeah. In terms of hiring, S tier. Now, if I'm the freelancer platform, no, that's a D tier. And same for Fiverr. Actually, I might even make like an F tier for Fiverr right below it. Fiverr is definitely not the place you want to be looking for clients. If you're trying to do some gig on there, or like looking for UGC people to hire for a UGC agency, yeah, that's a place you can find it. Maybe some VAs, but anything that you can find on Fiverr, you can find on Upwork, and for better, except for like UGC content. They all love to chill on Fiverr, which is great for like getting people for ads. Now, X is interesting. It could go well or it could go bad. Like, it's hard to tell what Elon has planned up his sleeve. Right now, it's not good for client acquisition. Like, I don't think it's D tier. Like, it's better than all of these, but it's just it's not even as good as Google Ads, honestly. I might even move that up a bit. X, I know I'm even talking about like organically too. It's just harder to get really good traffic on there. Not a lot of people are in a buying intent. Lots of people are on there for news now. That's not really a place you want to be selling your product. Now, I'm going to be putting Instagram DMs and Facebook DMs on the same tier because it's broken. There's so many tools you could be using. Like, you could be using Pepper on Facebook to be DMing people en masse. For Instagram, like, if you just scale out some like 5% commission setters and put them on some like ghost IPs and VPNs, you just let them crank, you guys will get a lot of good appointment flow coming from Instagram and Facebook. It's really easy to be finding people. It's really easy to be looking at their other information and enriching the contact list with info you get from their profile. And it's super easy there to really start nurturing people as well. Because if you have a good Facebook and Instagram, once you DM someone, they'll look at your page and they're going to see all the things you do, the content you do. You're going to see, you know, it's like a little business profile, like a business card, you can say. That's what Instagram is nowadays. People go to their profile, they'll see your business card, your virtual business card, and they'll in an instant see, okay, this guy's pretty good. Let me look at his free training or something in his link. And now you got someone booking in for a call for you from just like doing outreach. Maybe they don't even reply yet, but everyone's on Instagram or Facebook, depending on your ICP. Facebook for a little bit older guys, Instagram for a little bit of the younger crowd, or even some niches. And all you want to do from there is just start a conversation. And it's a lot more personal. It doesn't feel weird like going back and forth like on cold email. I might even put cold email back there, put these on top. And I'd say like there's a 3-way tie for these ones right here. So I realized I forgot to get like a regular TikTok one, but I'll be counting TikTok ads and TikTok exactly the same. And it's not good. Like, it's the same as X. Like, their targeting on TikTok is getting a little bit better, but people that go on TikTok, they're not there to buy. Like, yeah, you can make the same argument for Meta, but it's really not the same argument, because if people are on TikTok, they're doom scrolling, they're brain rotting. The last thing they want is to see you pitching a service. Like, I see guys like pitching an agency thing to me while I'm on TikTok. Like, yeah, I have a bad habit doom scrolling sometimes, but I'm like on there to doom scroll because I have a break. And I'm like, bro, get off my feed. I don't want you. But if you were like on my Instagram, where I'm kind of looking, maybe looking at competition, I'll be like, oh, wait, let me check out this offer. That's pretty nice. There's just like a difference. I think Alex Ramosi in his tier list said the exact same thing about this too. People that are on TikTok will have huge followings. Now we're not talking about ads. We're talking about the organic side of TikTok. They have huge followings, huge views, huge like counts. But the amount of conversion they'll get in terms of a funnel from TikTok to an appointment, much less a close, is so low compared to other platforms like Instagram or YouTube. You can have less following with less views and less everything than TikTok, like less times 4, and you're going to get times 5 more conversions just because of the tents people have going onto these platforms. Now we're going into LinkedIn ads. So we target agency owners, obviously, and you would think that we'd be getting a lot of CEOs, decision makers, and agency owners on LinkedIn compared to Meta. But in reality, we don't. Their targeting is not as good as Meta's. Their cost per click is way more expensive. It's just not the platform you want to be on when you're trying to get clients and everything. And I use the example of agency owners, but that's the same exact thing for pretty much any niche, because the targeting Meta has is so much more superior than LinkedIn ads here. Now we tried it extensively because in my head I was like, it's got to be better. It really wasn't. And it's not until I like dumped hundreds into it where I was like, okay, it's not better. Sorry Meta for cheating on you. So next we have YouTube ads. YouTube ads could be good or it could be bad. It really depends on who you're trying to target. If you're doing YouTube ads for agency owners, like, bro, it might honestly be up there, but you need to have like good branding. People need to see you. The tent might be a little bit different. Like if people go onto YouTube, they're there because they want to learn something, or they're like sitting down, they're eating, they have like those 30 minutes to really pay attention. So the intent of people you get coming in from YouTube are drastically higher and potentially the quality, but the cost per lead may be more expensive because it's a little bit harder to get those guys compared to Meta. Now, for that reason, I'm going to be putting it here in A tier. Because YouTube advertising could go super well or could go wrong, is a little bit more expensive. And honestly, it just adds a more unique mechanism to it. Meta, lots of people are on there, but not enough people are on YouTube advertising. And it's hard to make YouTube advertising work correctly. And if you do know how to use it correctly, it's an S tier. But a lot of you guys don't know how to use it correctly, or don't have a brand or business or niche that utilizes YouTube advertising to its full potential, and because of that, it's going to be capped out at like A tier. So I fucked around with Reddit ads just to fuck around with it. It's not good. Like, don't try it out. That's all I'm going to say about it. D tier. And here we have Google business profile, or like Google map ranking. If you guys have this as a service, oh dude, that's an S tier. It is an S tier if you have that as a service. You guys can be charging 3 to 7K for just this like map boosting, getting someone to like top 3. If that's your agency, you guys are cooking. If you're not over 50K a month yet, your targeting is wrong. Like, get better client acquisition, because it's kind of untapped. It's kind of untapped. You can make so much money off of it, and the LTV is insane. Like, I have clients doing that are over 12-month LTV, and they like discontinue it, and they're, oh no, never mind, come back. It's such a good service. Now, in terms of client acquisition for agencies, trash. It's trash. No person is looking for an agency by pulling up Google Maps or Google and looking at agencies near me. They're not. If it's business, local businesses, yeah, plumbers, roofers, solar, dude, that goes crazy. But if you guys are trying to focus and, instead of cold calling or running ads or getting on appointments, you're like busy making your business profile look optimal, stop wasting time, guys. Stop productive procrastinating. It's not how you're going to be getting clients in. Now, LinkedIn DMing. And you can also say organic, but honestly, we used LinkedIn DMing extensively before. What was that platform called? That software, LinkedIn Helper 2. That's what we used. We had like multiple LinkedIn accounts running to get appointments in the door for a long time ago, for my very first agency when I was starting out like in e-commerce. This is where I was making a lot of headway, and it's still really good, except they added a lot more restrictions to it. Now you have to pay more, and they capped the in-mail. And because of that, man, I'm putting it at B tier, just because it's harder to scale volume wise, and it was a lot easier back then. Like when I say back then, I mean like last year. I don't even remember when they introduced that, but LinkedIn DMing was really solid. And if you had a good copy, you get a lot of people opening your text and everything. So here we have YouTube. YouTube is really special case here. I mean, you guys are literally watching this YouTube video, and guys, you gotta stop playing around. Like I'm saying, like you gotta stop playing around. YouTube is S tier. Like I might even say YouTube is better than Meta. No, I'm gonna say it. YouTube is better than Meta. If you guys are an agency owner and you don't have a YouTube channel with like the correct, I'm not even gonna get into it. You need to start making content like immediately. Like you guys are right now, you are consuming content. And lucky for you guys, you're subbed to a channel that's actually giving you a lot of value like every single YouTube video. Like I'm not just making some BS vlog. Like this is actual stuff that you guys can be looking at and doing all of my videos. But I know you guys aren't just watching me. You guys have like 9 other channels you're sub to, which might still even be like business related or agency related. You guys are just wasting time. You're productive procrastinating is what's happening. You guys need to stop consuming and start creating. The benefits you get from YouTube are insane. Now, obviously, you know, there's branding and everything. I know you guys don't care about that. I mean monetary value, not AdSense. I mean monetary value. If you go scroll all the way down to my YouTube channel, one of my first YouTube videos where I got like, I think it's like a background of like when I was in Tulum or something. That video probably now has like 1,000 or whatever. But when I first posted it, I had like 13-ish subscribers. And that video had like 500 views. You know how much I made? I made over $24,000 with that video back then. I haven't even looked at how much that video has made me now. Now, how do you make that? Well, that video was catered specifically for agency owners, getting people, it was like a VSL, getting people to look at it, watch it, get free value. At the end of the call, it was a VSL. They book to my page, they book in a call with me, and then they get pitched our service, and then they close for like over $10,000. Boom, boom, boom. And it's not just like a special me thing. This is something I'm telling all my clients to do. This is something I've seen other people to do. I'm not going to say his name, but he had 0 subscribers, if not 1 or 2. He posted a video that had like 400 or 500 views. No other prior video. It was just a selfie video where he was like on his balcony. And then it showed like a little Miro board, or no, not even Miro board. It's just a Google Doc. He was going over his business and his service of coaching people. He made over $100,000 off that video of clients that he acquired. 500 views. Now it's probably like 700 or something. Oh, who knows? It might even be more than that. But how do you get over $100,000 from 500 views? The way you do that is you optimize for attracting your ICP. If all 500 of those guys are your ideal client profile and just half of them, not even half, like percentage of them close with you, it's a magnet. It's free marketing. That's why I put it above Meta. It's free. That 100K, completely free. He put like an hour of his time making a thumbnail and he posted it. There's no ad spend. Maybe that 100K, you would have needed to put like at least 20K in ad spend. So now it's like 80K profit, blah, blah, blah. That's free YouTube money. It's free. You're building brand. You're getting people to like, know, and trust you. You're getting people to do that 7-11-4 rule. You can use it in your sales process to nurture people, to like you, know you, and trust you, and get free value before the call even happens. So when they get on a call with you, they're already pre-closed. YouTube is evergreen content. You put it out once, and you could be getting clients from it forever. You guys aren't building a brand. Why do you think Alex Hormozi, Iman Gotzi, Joel Kaplan, Kai Bax, all of these guys, even me, are going all in on YouTube? Why? Why would you think we're doing that? If it was a waste of time, we wouldn't do it. There's a reason why we're all not doing picture stats. The moment you see Iman Gotzi doing Reddit ads, bro, there's something you don't know, and I'll be on that immediately. The best guys in the space, Alex Hormozi, he's running school ads, and he's running YouTube videos as like a funnel. It's insane. This combo is the best combo you could possibly do. If you don't have the funds for like paid ads, like you can drop 500, YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. This trio is going to be making you guys so much money. You're going to be getting clients organically from YouTube, and people will come in and see your meta ads or just see you on Instagram or Facebook from DMs. They're going to find your YouTube. If it's not even in your bio, they'll search for you because they always do. They're going to see these videos. They're going to see that you know what you're actually talking about. And they're going to close because your competitors don't have a YouTube presence. You guys need to be making YouTube. And if you don't, I mean, that's fine. Don't do it. Some of you guys will. And some of you guys are competitors to each other. And one of you guys are going to get the edge on that other person who's watching this, that are the same niche, same competition. Bro, take the win. Take the win. This is the biggest free value that I'm going to give you right here. Now, if you don't do it, that's on you. Maybe in 5 years, you guys will do it and go back and say, I should have done this 5 years ago when Derek said it. I'm telling you right now, you're late. You've been late. But it's not too late to start right now. Day one, like start a Raptors video. Start making some content. Now, going back to this, we have the last thing here. Cold calling. Cold calling's always been fire. I might honestly even put it for client acquisition ahead of every other method right here. Why? Because cold calling is the only way compared to these cold outreach methods where you actually have human to human contact, where you can immediately start building trust, immediately start building like, knowing, trusting, and getting closer to that 7-11-4 rule immediately. And you can just dial people up, right? There's rules and regulations against SMS. There's rules and regulations and shadow banning on these platforms. And to tell me about it on cold email, on cold calling, you guys can rip out 500 dials a day, 1,000 if you wanted to. It's volume negating luck. Like, if you just do it, there's no way you don't get a client. That's why I think it's honestly, I might put it on S tier in terms of cold outreach. Cold calling is by far the best cold outreach you can do. Now, beyond that, we got S tier, we got YouTube, we got Meta, we got cold calling. If you have $500 you can put into ad spend, start a Meta, just let it rank. Let it crank. If you don't, start cold calling until you have $500 and then ditch cold calling and go all in on Meta. And at the same time, I want you guys working on YouTube in the background. And if you already have an agency that's doing over like 10K a month, just let it go and just go all in on YouTube. Just let Meta ads do its thing in the background and make YouTube the primary. I guarantee you guys will not regret it. Now, I want you guys to also, like, quick little tidbit on this YouTube portion because it's so important. I want you to optimize for your ICP videos, not for views. Like Mr. Beast, he might get like a billion views or something. We don't want that. Like, out of the billion views, yeah, he's getting a lot of AdSense from it. But besides that, how many of those people are converting for like a high paying client for him? Like, close to zero. Now, I'd rather take a video that has like 500 views, but will get me $100,000 compared to a video that get me like 1 million views, but I get $0 or $500 from that. You have to be smart about what lever you want to pull and what lever is going to give you the highest leverage. And there's a big misconception that low view count and low subscriber count means low money. It's a complete opposite. And that's what everyone in the space, all these gurus are trying to hide from you. I just want to tell you guys, I'm begging you to please start doing YouTube content. If you do it properly, if you want me to make like a YouTube video on how to make YouTube content, like comment it down below. I'll go so in depth in it. Like, as you guys can already see, is the best method that you could be doing right now to get organic leads, like evergreen. Forever. You just put it out, you're gonna be getting it forever. Besides that, I'm gonna stop yapping. This is the tier list right here. If you guys have anything else, put it in the comments if you want me to make a video. If you guys enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And besides that, I mean, I'll let you guys go. I want you to stop productive procrastinating. Like, get back to work, guys. Come on.